Ever feel like your body just isn't what it used to be? Like things aren't working as smoothly, or you're constantly battling discomfort that never seems to go away? You're not alone. As you age, it's easy to feel like your body is betraying you, but here's the thing. What if I told you that the key to regaining your strength and confidence lies in 4 simple exercises? Yes, you heard that right. 4 exercises. And they can totally transform your pelvic health. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll discover exactly how to reclaim control over your body, your health, and your life. Hi, I'm Dr. Adrian, a urologist with over 20 years of experience helping men improve their health naturally and confidently. Welcome to 70 and Strong, a space where we talk about the real challenges aging men face and how to tackle them head-on. Today, we're diving into a topic that doesn't get nearly enough attention: pelvic health. Now, I know this might not be the most glamorous subject, but trust me, it's one that can make or break your quality of life as you age. It's about more than just comfort. It's about staying active, feeling confident, and maintaining control over your body. And I'm going to show you how to do exactly that. As men, we often push through discomfort, thinking it's just part of getting older. But the truth is, pelvic health issues, like urinary incontinence or lower back pain, can slowly chip away at your independence and confidence. And while no one likes to talk about it, these issues can seriously impact your quality of life. It affects everything, from bladder control to sexual health, to simply feeling comfortable in your own skin. But here's the good news: you don't have to accept it. You don't have to live with these challenges. There are simple, effective ways to improve your pelvic health that can help you feel stronger, more confident, and more active. And the best part? You don't need to rely on invasive treatments or medications. It's all about strengthening the muscles that support your pelvic floor, and I'm going to show you how. By the end of this video, you'll know the 4 game-changing exercises that can make a world of difference for your pelvic health. These exercises are easy to do, don't require fancy equipment, and can be done right at home. But more than just the how-to, I'm going to break down why these exercises are so crucial for your overall well-being. You'll see how they can help reduce discomfort, improve bladder control, and boost your energy levels, all while enhancing your confidence and vitality. And trust me, once you start doing these exercises, you'll notice changes you didn't think were possible. If you're ready to take control of your health and start making those changes today, I want to hear from you. Comment "I'm in" below to let me know that you're committed to improving your pelvic health. And don't forget to hit that like button, because when you do, it helps us keep bringing you the best tips and insights to stay strong, active, and confident as you age. This is your time. Let's get started. Number 1. The pelvic tilt. Let me tell you a story about a patient I worked with, Bill. Bill was 72 years old, a retired teacher, and he came to me with a mix of frustration and concern. He'd been dealing with lower back pain for years, and on top of that, he was starting to experience urinary incontinence. At first, Bill wasn't convinced that pelvic exercises could make any difference. In fact, he was pretty skeptical about them. But we started him on the pelvic tilt, a simple exercise that doesn't take much time or energy, and you know what? Within just a few weeks, Bill began to notice a real difference. His back pain started easing up, and his bladder control improved. He was amazed, and I was too. You see, sometimes we underestimate the power of small, consistent changes. And that's exactly what this exercise offers: a small step toward a much bigger improvement in your health. The pelvic tilt is one of those exercises that can make a huge impact without much effort. Here's why it works. The pelvic tilt targets your lower back, hips, and the muscles of your pelvic floor. As men age, the muscles supporting these areas weaken, leading to issues like back pain and incontinence. This exercise works by strengthening those muscles, which helps support your bladder and bowel, reducing the likelihood of accidents. It's that simple. It's not just about your back. It's about reactivating and strengthening muscles that play a crucial role in controlling your body's functions. And let me tell you, once those muscles are stronger, everything starts to work better together. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Isn't this something only women need to worry about? That's a common misconception, and it couldn't be further from the truth. Many men, especially as they age, face pelvic health issues just like women do. But here's the difference. Men often don't talk about it. And that's a problem. If we ignore it, we miss out on the opportunity to strengthen muscles that directly impact our comfort, confidence, and quality of life. So, don't let age or gender fool you into thinking pelvic exercises are not for you. They absolutely are. You have a right to take control of your health and feel good, no matter your age. So, how do you do the pelvic tilt? It's pretty straightforward, and you can do it right at home. First, lie flat on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Take a deep breath and then tighten your abdominal muscles. Now, gently press your lower back into the floor, almost like you're trying to flatten your back against the surface beneath you. Hold that position for about 5 to 10 seconds, then relax. That's one rep. Start with 5 repetitions, and as you get stronger, you can gradually increase the number of reps. It's really that simple. The key here is consistency. Doing just a few of these every day can lead to noticeable improvements in how you feel, and over time, it can really make a difference. So that's the pelvic tilt, a fantastic exercise to start with, but let's not stop there. There's another exercise that plays a huge role in improving pelvic stability and overall strength. This next one is called Kegel exercises, and I'm sure you've heard of them. But I'm going to show you how men can benefit from them just as much as women can. Number 2, Kegel exercises. Let me tell you about James. James came to me a few months ago, a 68-year-old man who'd been dealing with frequent trips to the bathroom, especially at night. He was frustrated. Every time he thought he could finally get some sleep, his bladder would wake him up again. He had no idea what Kegel exercises were. I explained that Kegels are not just for women, but something every man should consider as they age. He was a little hesitant at first, thinking it might be complicated or uncomfortable, but he decided to give it a shot. Fast forward a few weeks, and James started noticing a big difference. He wasn't waking up as often during the night, and when he did, he had better control over his bladder. It didn't take a miracle, just a few minutes each day to strengthen the pelvic floor muscles. It was simple but incredibly effective. So, what exactly are Kegel exercises and why should they matter to you? Kegels are all about strengthening your pelvic floor muscles, the muscles that support your bladder, bowel, and even your sexual health. As men age, these muscles can weaken, which can lead to a whole range of problems, from urinary incontinence to difficulty with erections. The beauty of Kegels is that they don't require any equipment, and you can do them pretty much anywhere. Strengthening these muscles can help you regain control over your bladder, reducing those embarrassing moments when you're caught off guard by urgency. And here's something important. Not only can they help prevent or even reverse incontinence, but they can also improve your sexual health. So, it's not just about avoiding those late-night bathroom runs, it's about feeling strong and confident in all aspects of your health. Now, I know a lot of men might be scratching their heads and asking, where exactly are these pelvic floor muscles? And that's a common problem. Many men don't even know where to find them. But let me give you a simple way to locate them. The next time you're in the bathroom, try stopping your urine midstream. Go ahead, give it a try. The muscles you're using to stop the flow, that's your pelvic floor. That's what you're going to work on. Now, don't get in the habit of stopping and starting your urine flow regularly. This is just a method to locate those muscles. Once you've found them, you're ready to start the exercises. Performing Kegels is simple but requires consistency. To get started, contract those pelvic floor muscles. Imagine you're trying to hold in urine, but do it without holding your breath or tightening your stomach or thighs. Hold that contraction for 5 to 10 seconds, then release. You'll want to repeat this 10 to 15 times per set. Do at least 3 sets a day, and I promise, you'll start noticing a difference in just a few weeks. The key is to be patient and consistent. These muscles don't get stronger overnight, but over time, you'll feel more control and less urgency. And the best part? You can do them anywhere. In the car, at your desk, while watching TV. No one will even know you're doing them. But your body will thank you. Now that you know how to strengthen your pelvic floor, let's move on to another important area, your hip and lower body mobility. These muscles play a huge role in pelvic stability, and when they're weak, it can impact your overall health. Let's talk about the bridge pose next. Number 3, bridge pose. Let me share a story about Peter. Peter's been a patient of mine for over 5 years. He's 74 and, like many of us as we age, started feeling the effects of stiff hips. He used to tell me how he'd struggle getting in and out of the car, bending down to tie his shoes, and he had this nagging hip pain that wouldn't go away. Peter had tried various treatments, but nothing seemed to help long-term. One day, I introduced him to the bridge pose, an exercise designed to strengthen the glutes and pelvis, and at first, Peter was skeptical. He thought it might be too difficult or too advanced for someone his age. But after just a month of consistently practicing the bridge pose, his hip pain started to decrease. Not only that, but he reported feeling stronger, more flexible, and even more energetic. Peter was amazed, and I wasn't surprised. The bridge pose is a game changer when it comes to pelvic strength and flexibility. So why does the bridge pose work so well? The bridge pose is fantastic for strengthening the glutes and pelvic muscles. These muscles play a key role in your overall pelvic health, and strengthening them helps improve stability, posture, and mobility. The beauty of this exercise is that it also increases circulation to the pelvic area, which directly supports prostate and bladder health. As we get older, circulation in these areas can decrease, leading to a range of issues. By performing the bridge pose, you're essentially revitalizing the flow of blood to these critical areas, which helps keep things working properly. Plus, the movement also engages your core and lower back, helping to relieve pressure on the spine and improving overall body alignment. Now, many people look at an exercise like the bridge pose and think that's something only younger people can do. But that couldn't be further from the truth. This exercise is incredibly beneficial for men in their 60s and beyond. I've seen it work wonders for older men, even those who are just starting to get active again. The key is to start slow. If you've never done this before, don't worry. You don't need to rush it. Focus on proper form, and you'll start to feel the benefits in no time. One common mistake I see, especially among older adults, is rushing into the movement and overexerting themselves. Remember, it's not about how high you can lift your hips. It's about doing the movement slowly and with control. Start small, and as you get stronger, you can gradually increase the difficulty. Let's talk about how to do the bridge pose correctly. First, lie flat on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Place your arms at your sides with your palms facing down. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, tighten your abdominal muscles and gently lift your hips toward the ceiling. As you lift, squeeze your glutes tightly at the top. Hold that position for a few seconds, then slowly lower your hips back down to the floor. Repeat this 10 to 12 times for one set. Aim for 2 or 3 sets throughout the day, and remember, form is key. Focus on moving slowly, lifting only as high as feels comfortable for you. There's no need to rush, and if you need to take a break in between, that's perfectly fine. Over time, you'll notice your strength improving, and that hip pain will start to ease up. So that's the bridge pose, an excellent way to strengthen your pelvic muscles, relieve hip pain, and improve circulation. But let's not stop there. There's one more exercise I want to show you that will bring everything together, your pelvic stability and overall lower body strength. It's time to talk about squats. If you're still watching and like what you're learning, please type number 3 in the comments to show you're here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us make more good videos for you. Now, let's continue. Number 4, squats. Let me tell you about Mike. Mike was a longtime patient of mine, someone who had always been a bit on the reserved side when it came to staying active. He was in his late 60s and had been struggling with his balance and overall strength for quite some time. One of his biggest concerns was his posture. He often told me how his back felt weak and how his legs seemed to lack the power they once had. Mike was also starting to notice he didn't have as much control over his bladder as he used to, something that, understandably, made him feel self-conscious. But when we incorporated squats into his daily routine, something amazing happened. After just a few weeks of doing them regularly, Mike reported a noticeable difference. His leg strength improved, his posture became much better, and even his bladder control started improving. And you know what? He started walking taller too, more confident, more active. All it took was a few simple squats each day. Now, Squats aren't just for building big legs or looking fit. They serve a much bigger purpose, especially for older adults. When you perform squats, you're not only strengthening your legs, but you're also helping to activate your pelvic floor muscles. The motion of squatting engages your core, your glutes, your quads, and your pelvic floor all at once. And here's the kicker: strengthening these areas can directly impact your pelvic health. The more you engage your lower body, the more you're supporting your bladder and bowel control. By improving your leg strength and posture, squats help stabilize your pelvis, which is crucial for preventing incontinence and improving overall mobility. Think about it: stronger legs, better posture, improved bladder control. It's all interconnected, and squats are a fantastic way to address multiple aspects of your health at once. Now, I know a lot of men avoid squats because they think they're too difficult or too intense, but that's really not the case. You don't have to go deep or make it a high-intensity workout right away. If you're new to squats, start small and focus on your form. It's about building strength gradually and safely. One common mistake I see is men trying to squat too low right off the bat, thinking that the deeper you go, the better the results. But here's the truth: what matters more than depth is control and proper technique. You can get amazing benefits from shallow squats if done correctly. The goal is to use controlled movements, and over time, as your muscles get stronger, you can increase your range of motion. Don't rush it. The key is to start at a pace that works for you and build from there. So, how do you perform a squat correctly? It's simpler than you might think. Start by standing with your feet about shoulder width apart, with your toes slightly pointing outward. Keep your back straight, chest up, and your core engaged. This is key to protecting your lower back. Now, slowly bend your knees and lower your body as if you're going to sit down in a chair. Make sure to keep your knees in line with your toes, not pushing out past them. You don't need to go deep at first, just a small dip is fine. The goal is to make sure your knees don't extend past your toes and that your body remains upright without rounding your back. Once you've lowered your body, press through your heels to stand back up. Start with 10 repetitions, and as you feel stronger, you can increase the number. If you're just starting out, go slow. Focus on form first, and then gradually build your reps as your strength improves. There you have it, 4 simple exercises that can make a huge difference in your pelvic health. These exercises may seem small, but they add up. They help strengthen the muscles that support your bladder, improve your posture, and increase your overall strength and stability. And the best part? You don't need to spend hours in the gym to see results. Just a few minutes a day can have a profound impact. Remember, your body is a lifelong partner. It's never too late to start giving it the attention it deserves, and the results will be worth it. I know that dealing with pelvic issues as you age can feel daunting. It's not just about the physical discomfort, though that's certainly a part of it. It can affect your confidence, your sense of independence, and even your relationships. For many men, the thought of facing these issues, whether it's urinary incontinence, lower back pain, or just the feeling of losing control, can be overwhelming. I get it. It can feel like something you have to accept, like it's part of getting older. But here's the truth: it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to let these issues define you or dictate how you live. With the right exercises and a bit of consistent effort, you can regain control. You can feel stronger, more confident, and more in charge of your health. So, I want you to know that it's okay to acknowledge what you're going through, but it's also okay to take action. You can improve your situation and regain the quality of life you deserve. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by what's happening, I want you to look at this from a different perspective: empowerment. You now have the knowledge and the tools to take control of your pelvic health. These exercises may seem simple, but they're incredibly powerful. They're not just about physical improvement. They're about giving you the confidence to know that you're doing something proactive. You're investing in your health and well-being. These exercises are about more than just strengthening muscles. They're about reclaiming your strength and your independence. You no longer have to feel helpless or resigned to these issues. You've got the power to make a change. And that's empowering. The more you work on these exercises, the more you'll notice your body becoming stronger and more capable. You're preparing yourself for a higher quality of life, one where you feel good, move well, and stay active. If you've been noticing any changes in your pelvic health, or maybe you've just started feeling like things aren't quite the same, take a moment today to incorporate these exercises into your routine. I promise, it's never too late to start. Even if you're just beginning now, those small steps you take today will lead to big improvements down the road. The first step is the hardest, I know, but once you get started, you'll see just how much of a difference a few minutes a day can make. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, and you have the support. So, take a deep breath, make that decision to start, and commit to doing something positive for your health every day. It doesn't matter where you're starting from, it's about taking that first step toward a healthier you. Remember, aging is a natural part of life. There's no shame in getting older, and there's no shame in facing challenges. But what you do with that aging process, how you manage it, is entirely in your hands. With the right tools, like the exercises I've shared with you today, you can stay strong, healthy, and confident. It's about putting in the effort now so you can enjoy your later years with vitality and independence. You've got this. And even on the tough days when it feels like progress is slow, just know that every small improvement counts. You're doing the right thing and the results will come. So, keep going. Keep showing up for yourself. You have everything it takes to stay strong, stay healthy, and keep living life on your own terms. To recap, the 4 exercises we covered today are the pelvic tilt, Kegels, bridge pose, and squats. Each one of these exercises is designed to help you improve your pelvic health, strengthen your body, and regain control over your bladder and overall mobility. The pelvic tilt strengthens your lower back and core, while Kegels target the muscles that support your bladder and pelvic floor. The bridge pose not only helps your hip flexibility but also improves circulation, which is crucial as we age. And finally, squats are great for strengthening your legs and pelvic floor muscles, giving you better posture and bladder control. These exercises, though simple, can make a huge difference in how you feel every day. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these exercises have you already tried, or which one are you most excited to start incorporating into your daily routine? Maybe you've been dealing with pelvic health issues for a while, or maybe you're just getting started. Either way, your experience can help others in the community, so comment below and share your thoughts. I'd love to hear what's been working for you and what you're looking forward to trying. If you found this video helpful, I encourage you to subscribe to 70 and Strong for more practical advice on how to live your healthiest life as you age. We're here to bring you tips, support, and the information you need to stay active, confident, and strong throughout your journey. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Your support means a lot, and it helps us keep bringing you the content that matters most. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope these exercises help you take the next step toward better pelvic health, strength, and confidence. Stay strong, stay informed, and remember, you've got the power to take control of your health at any age. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.